fireworks, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Quick edge. Come. Check.
They'll run. It's Sanders. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You see how we was at the fucking little, what that shit called? We was at where that shit happened with you. Yeah, like his conversation ain't even
to throw. Winston
up the park to be.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field.
Just hollering about $10.
Big play that time for Tampa Bay. 52 yards.
That might just be me.
Black 22. Mike.
I got my screen up. You want to see it, man.
Take four.
Oh, this thing got network issue.
They'll run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and he'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
That's the situation.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. The quick slant caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Yeah, that shit ugly.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away. Maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
They ain't coming back. You don't have that one charge, but they coming back.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
That's the whole operation, man. So what kind of clothes they have on?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's not going to get me. Kill.
On 1st down, it's Kane. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. He's got his man on the crossing route. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Miami.
On the ready. Rock it. Squeeze, double.
More, you have more to come on.
Off play action. Clifford. Under pressure, and he will go down.
They ain't really do their operation
back at the 46. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I ain't wishing on them, but they coming back, bro.
Don't need it
if you
all
drink
back
water,
at
I'm
once,
gonna beat your
but
ass.
You figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Clifford. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Yeah, it's like shit.
Oh, man, that was close.
Ain't do all that work.
The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense at that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, Clifford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a loose football.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Change you, sir. Let's see what you got. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
On 1st and 10, Clifford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Clifford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Nah, Bucks don't give a fuck. Gangster Bucks. Nah, that's that's G's in another one. The one I'm in is called Gangster Bucks.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Winston now. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, a 22. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I look good, crazy as hell.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Thomas has got it, complete. 6-0 our
8
score
came home, 8
after 1.
And 8 at mama house. Very crazy. Well,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
no, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Don't do that.
Play fake. Winston.
That ass too.
Going deep this time for Miller. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting his inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one.
I'm pretty sure Siri called that shit too.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
There's some plastic cups over there, man.
Pinheiro now to have the extra point.
You about to dirty up dishes that you ain't gonna want to wash.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep.
There were a lot of motherfuckers over.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, one thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
I don't know if you're going to be in no trouble or not, but I wouldn't put a pass on the A1 one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Boy, ain't no way.
Operating from the gun. Clifford got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back to throw. Clifford.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. As they
that's why I said
he's
supposed to
here in the first half. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here
he
again to catch it too before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
What we're trying to say is
7 yards deep.
Why would he do?
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Well, not when you say they came.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's a gain of 15, but it's third down.
Go now. 18 Gator. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Watch the safety creep. Check 24. Speed grip.
And some space here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting
13.
run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
The 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Jameis now. Only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Winston, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw.
It's caught inside the 25.
Over top of
all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
A big play there.
as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point lines up successful.
Like a fake handout to the running back, throw it to the outside, and then ran it in. That's just stupid as hell. I seen that one right there, though. He threw that bit right over the top. Nice little play.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jameis to throw it. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
57 yards, man.
Final play of the half here, Winston. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And it was 1 second left. I'd have called it and said no, sir. I don't know. I think he got a ball first.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm on.
Now Winston. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Winston now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Right back to Sanders on first down. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Buying time, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into...
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Clifford. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Let's go. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, it's Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready? Black 25. Right there. All day, baby. All day.
On play action, Winston. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I like the play call. Go to the play action, see if you can sneak your tight end out there and find him open in the end zone.
And just defensively, they weren't fooled and able to bat it away. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Down there in the middle, where I was at.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Winston. Looking long for Thomas.
This time, though. And this nigga came and picked it.
Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 46.
Look at that pick, though. I threw the ball.
He's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Trash.
Thomas, the intended target.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck?
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Clifford. Washington's got it. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Back now in Tampa. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Clifford. And that is incomplete. Ooh, a lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Following the interception, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Throwing, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Niggas fall on the ground.
Picked off by Obi Belafonte.
Winston stupid shit, though.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter. You've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Clifford. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 22 yards there, a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
He scored the first time.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. It's from right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. The extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Quick pass out to Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Deshaun Hand in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd. And the pressure gets to him again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Got him. Oh, look at this shit.
My goodness, another interception. Picked up by Bighomie-Kp-Unit. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
That shit crazy.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He's going to let this one go deep. And now here is another interception. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On 2nd and 9, Winston, he's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Winston, and that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Dolphins. 54 yards. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
What do you got over there?
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour.
Well,